Cincinnati Bengals running back Chase Brown will have a breakout season in his second year in the NFL, and he looks like he could be the next Jonathan Taylor. You asked for it and we delivered. It's Fan Friday, and you, the fans, chose today's topic for Point of View. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know which second-year running back you think will have a breakout season. I really like Roschon Johnson in Chicago, but I think Chase Brown is a sneakier selection who will end up taking the league by storm. And if you're not familiar with Brown, he has an inspiring story to tell. From battling homelessness while growing up in Canada to living with a host family in Florida, Brown has a toughness to him that not many other athletes have, and it's certainly translated to his play on the football field. He was a stud with Illinois in college and was named a Doak Walker Award finalist his junior year after rushing for over 1,600 yards and 10 touchdowns. He definitely showed breakout speed, and he was also one of the most shifty and powerful runners in the country. Take a look at this play from his junior year against the number 2 scoring defense. He eats the contact at the line and bounces out left. He breaks 2 arm tackles and turns around the DB for a big gain. His vision and acceleration make him more versatile than your typical power back. And his college success put him around in the 3rd or 4th round of the draft in most mocks, yet he fell to the Bengals in the 5th round, and they already had their snaps at the position set. Joe Mixon was the guy, and anything Brown would get would just be a bonus. So he sat patiently through the first 3 months of the season and barely saw the field, getting 2 total rush attempts through the first 11 games. But when December came around, he finally got his shot to prove he's the league's next JT. Against Jacksonville in Week 12, he carried the ball 9 times for 61 yards. That's nearly 7 yards per attempt. And the next week against the Colts, he grabbed the first touchdown of his NFL career. Take a look. He snags the screen pass and gets around the defender, but the defense is actually set up pretty well to keep this to a 10 or 15 yard gain. But he's got that speed that catches the D off guard and no one stops him. On that play, Brown reached a top speed of 22.05 miles per hour. That was the second fastest speed reached by a ball carrier last season, only trailing DK Metcalf. Now take a look at this play by Jonathan Taylor in 2021, his second year in the league. It's not a screen pass like we saw from Brown, but the defense is still in position to make a play had they not misjudged Taylor's speed. He gets around the safety and it's lights out. And what speed did Taylor reach on this play? 22.05 miles per hour, exactly the same as Brown. Those two had similar 40-yard dash times at their combines, so it's not super surprising, but there's plenty of players who have good 40 time, and we don't see it on the field. So looking at Brown's entire 2023 season, he only carried the ball 44 times for 179 yards, but he did add 14 catches for 156 yards and showed flashes of what's to come. And that opportunity looks like it's finally here. With the departure of Joe Mixon, Brown and newly signed Zack Moss are the clear-cut top backs for the Bengals. And Moss had the best season of his career last year, rushing for nearly 800 yards and 5 scores, so the starting job won't be just handed to Brown, but he's still the guy the Bengals handpicked to presumably be the successor to Mixon, and he's proven he deserves at least a shot at a larger workload. He did it in college playing Big Ten defenses for years. I think he'll just be fine taking the majority of snaps in Cincy. So if we're looking for a second-year breakout back, Chase Brown may not be the flashy pick, but he's the right choice, and he's going to make some fantasy football owners very happy and elevate the Bengals offense back into Super Bowl form. One player who may not get to see the Bengals reach the championship once again is T. Higgins. For more on how he'd be better off in LA, be sure to check out our recent Point of View. Enjoy the weekend, and we hope to find you here again next week.